I'm not even used to this no more. Isn't that I need you? 'Cause I'm better than I was before.
Break. Break, 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 break,
While the sinking anesthetic is hollowing out, falls, let the psychotomimetic whole shatter your light. light is fading, fading away. The light is fading, fading away. The light is fading, fading away. The light is I've been waiting for someone like you. I've been waiting. Can't believe I finally found you. Could you be the one I need? You're my obsession.
Makes a path where everybody has increased movement speed.
Oh my god, it's actually a fucking fox.
Yes.
Why do you sound so like hurt by that?
They're trying to dip into that Ghost of Tsushima player base.
Yeah, they want it's exactly what Neon posted earlier. They're like, "Yo, can we get a weeb support so we can get all the weebs off of DPS?" And they're like, "Yup."
And then they just go for the maximum possible weeb.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
The
I
distillation
think
is
I think it's themed pretty well though.
it's
Like-
the Everclear of weeb. Like it's just
It is all thematic. That's fine.
Yeah, like it's all thematic. I don't think it stretches as much as you made it sound like it did.
I mean, it's no more because it's literally a spirit guide animal, just like the shamanas.
I always had that. My thought was that was a technological action. It was just flavored in such a way that they made it look really cool, but it was just
Hanzo's ult comes out of his tattoos. Like,
so they're I don't know capacitive.
Yeah, what's your fucking argument there?
We played Cyberpunk.
Okay. You know what I have to say to that?
What?
Wait,
What?
I need to turn that up. This deserves to be bigger.
Crank it.
Crank that soldier boy.
So yeah, the the ult.
It was also the whole point. It was like, hey, it's like these two brothers and their childhood friend just happen to be the most important people in the world, kind of thing going on. So,
You just don't like
okay, I
anime.
can get that.
Is she a childhood friend of theirs? Because
yes, it was written as that they were part of the childhood gang together.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I feel like that's big protagonist energy in any
Yeah.
story where you have to shoehorn things in.
Also, it's
yeah,
like-
but there's
And also, Overwatch doesn't have a story anyways, so who cares?
Okay, real talk. They also were like, they were also gotta be that. Unfortunately, they were like, okay, we need a champion that is gonna be like new on launch, that will get people who are fucking dirty weed get excited to play it. Everybody who I've seen like playing it today has been really excited. So
she is fun and good. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, she also has a wall climb.
fun,
Makes
good.
sense.
People have already
She's
been
mobile as
getting
fuck,
hype
though.
about literally saying that like, yeah, I had like a diva ult coming in on my team and I just completely 100% like nullified it with like a good play using her kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that is pretty reminiscent of like when Overwatch 1 first came out, everyone was getting hyped about like figuring things out, right? Like using ults, right?
Yeah.
See, what it reminds me of specifically is when Ana first came out, and people getting hyped about figuring out that if you just put it on a tank, you win.
Oh yeah, that was sick.
Mhm.
All right, let's get started. we got the gang here. We got Derpy on mic tonight. So, quick
DJ Dirt.
DJ Derpy on the
Not
mic.
on the floor.
Yeah, literally
Yeah.
not on the floor anymore. Yeah, that was crazy.
I just had the mental image of the Family Guy like knockout.
Oh no, she was almost the position of whatever play dead male Lalafell.
Ugh.
DJ Derpy on the ones and twos.
He's like, I don't know what that means.
You've seen the emote. It's when you're like, it was like face down, ass up kind of thing. Just like
We have it pinned.
a pin.
The Lalafell. Is that
How
what you're
the
talking
fuck
about?
do I get out of this thing when I was watching the stream and now like how do I get out of this fuck. I'm on like this screen.
Click the chat again.
Where? I don't do this. Oh, I
You
see.
figured it out.
Thanks, I figured it out.
Bruh.
Shut up. Sorry, I don't spend all my time on my computer on Discord. I was like, yeah, I do. But it's working all the
different.
time.
No, not that attachment.
No, that's not the one you were talking
No,
about.
no, it's
Okay,
the it's
never
the
mind.
it's the specific
that
emote
is
play dead, which is where for the male
gotcha.
Lalafell it is face down, ass
Face
up.
down. Yeah.
Ass up. That's
but
the way
that
we like
that
to hear.
is that is more the way that I was actually passed out. Well, because I didn't want to be on camera,
Yeah, so you're
but
on
I
the floor behind me.
didn't. So I was sitting by the floor, and then I just laid down.
It was very close to the male Lalafell.
That's great.
Yeah. All right. We'll get started. So last time was a family reunion, with the party following Agdon, aka Vamper, up into the stump with the rest of the brigands and spending the night there, talking to him and more or less learning a little bit about his backstory, what he, how he left the family and what he did afterwards, becoming kind of a little bit of a miscreant, and getting caught by Zyblina and trapped on a magical tree until his brigands chopped him down when Zyblina was caught, and he made a deal with Bavlorna to get off of the magical nail that was holding him to the tree. There was the party helped him out by getting rid of some of the doubt that was being sowed by his kind of, second in command, Jebek, the bunny that waylaid you a little while ago, as you arrived in hither. And
Afraid of snails.
yeah, the fear, the one who is spooked by snails. And after spending the night there and basically getting everybody back on Vamper's side of things, the party was taken with Jebek and Vamper back to the town of how am I blanking on it? Of Downfall, which is the town filled with the town of the Soggy Court that is surrounding the lake in which Bavlorna's cottage is located. Upon arrival, You were let off on a little dock and told to go and visit the current reigning king, King Gullop the 19th. Making your way along, you saw that there was a giant hot air balloon, and actually take you over to the little mappy area now. Refresh our brain boxes. So, traveling along, you arrived at the dock, and were able to see one of these swamp gas balloons being repaired by a group of noble, shoddily dressed but still dressed in noble garb, bullywugs, who told you to make your way along the footpath, past the rocks, past the balloon factory, past the bridge of heads, and then to the gazebo where you're going to find the lovely King Gullop the Ninth. Did so, hopping along the rocks, finding that one of the rocks belonged to an angry rock monster, where Kiwi, first Zug, failed at apologizing to the rock monster, and then Kiwi profusely apologized to the rock monster, letting you all pass. You found yourselves inside the smoldering balloon factory here, where you all helped out one of the bullywugs in there to catch and put out what seemed to be animated coals. Animated little flaming coals that were continuing to try to trash the place and light everything on fire. With some animate water and some other pretty ingenious uses of weapons, etc., you were able to crush all of them. And in return, the bullywug there gave you a trinket, which was, I don't remember who has the trinket. You guys all just passed it around. Actually, I believe it's on Rosin now, and she was asleep at this point, so I had no idea that she got given this little golden fly trinket. So, after being given the trinket, you were told to exit out of the thing and cross onto the bridge, where in the distance you saw a strange lobster-clawed individual morosely talking with a line of what looked to be little skulls on, or heads on pikes, which we all lovingly saw as these little goobers right here, which turned out to be the former kings/queens of Downfall and the Soggy Court. Seems that previous kings and queens are all killed and put here. So you were met up with Clapperclaw, the Scarecrow, who you had actually heard was going to be somebody that you needed to look for. I think you were told that Clapperclaw was one that could be a guide, who actually came here from thither, the realm of Scabatha Nightshade. Unfortunately, poor Clapperclaw lost his magnificent true head, a beautiful elk skull with huge horns that he said was stolen, unfortunately, by none other than Agdon Quickscarf, aka Vamper. But you didn't see that skull in the pile of trinkets and baubles and random trash that Vamper kept in his throne on the log. So you're wondering where that might be. Clapperclaw now follows you and kind of tags along as you finally make your way to His Royal Majesty Gullop the 19th, his gazebo, which I will read out to you again as you all step up onto the kind of little, I don't know, soggy-edged area here. The grand marble gazebo stands atop a mound of soggy earth, its white stone streaked green with algae. The support pillars have sunk into the muck unevenly, so the domed canopy now sits askew, slanting off towards one edge. Short steps ring the gazebo, leading to a raised floor, where bullywugs dressed in shabby clothing lounge on pillows. Among them, a harpist sends forth a delicate note that mingles with the murmured croaking of the gathered nobles. On a dais, a flabby bullywug, wearing a crown of woven lily flowers, sits on an ornate throne, with his legs folded underneath him. He has a large leather-bound book open across his lap and is mouthing the words very slowly as he reads the pages. Without looking up, he says to you,
"Have you no herald to announce your presence before King Gullop the 19th?
He slams the book closed as it punctuates his question and regards you for the first time. Sleepy bullywug guards suddenly, with the slap of the book closing, stand to attention. As they ready their weapons, you hear like the ting. They ready their spears and stand at attention. So, And that is where we start. As you approach... Oh, also another fun thing. I don't know if you can see this, but...
That's just lovely.
What a thing.
So that's what we're
Love it.
seeing on,
All the
on the
corners.
pikes.
Yeah, that's what's on the pikes, for sure.
Oh yeah, he even has the pike on him right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of this up here is the that's what the swamp balloons look like.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
What moonshine is this?
Yeah, with the fucking stank gas coming out of it. Hell yeah.
yeah, because it's all leaky.
It's natural, okay?
Yeah, natural gas, man. All right, let me grab all of you and bring you back down. As you
I
approach.
like the way that the dynamic lighting it has like jaggedy edges for some reason.
Yeah.
Like the further right you go.
Mhm. It's as you get to the edges, yeah.
Okay.
Anti-aliasing is known.
So you approach and you see the guard snap to attention, and you see the lovely King Gullop kind of look over to you. And then, as I said last time, as he kind of looks over, he says,
So, are you going to, if you don't have a herald, are you going to announce yourself?
you hear as a little baby crocodile sneaks out from behind him.
I forgot about that.
And
Incredible.
Gullop looks over and says,
Easy, Snoodle, we have guests.
His name is literally Snoodle.
Snoodle.
the crocodile.
Oh.
I'll probably, Rawson will probably step in. Yes, so sorry, didn't realize we were in the presence of royalty. We here present the monarchs of the Witchlight Carnival. Y'all can introduce yourselves, right?
You're a herald. You're supposed to
I'm
herald the
just-
monarch.
I'm not the herald. I'm just standing in.
Then why are you heralding?
Okay, this is
King Gullop
this is-
stands up.
This is Kiwi, the not barbarian, the bard.
Barbarian.
The monarch,
This is-
if you please.
Rawson would know this. Derby does not.
Fair enough.
Wait, no, Velka. It's Velka and Kiwi, right? Voda.
Yeah.
Velka.
Yeah.
No, Voda's the other monarch.
Voda. Okay.
Yeah.
See,
I'm not a monarch.
Okay. See, this is something Rawson would know, not something Derby knows. Okay. Because she can't keep Velka and Voda straight. Kiwi, the Witchlight monarch, and Voda, the Witchlight monarch. And she's like clapping. And
I'll join the clapping. Yeah.
Please clap.
There's King Gullop looks over and he begins clapping, and all of the other kind of lazing nobles around the area also just start clapping. Oh, yes, 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 yes. King Gullop looks over in your direction, Rosin, and squints his beady eyes.
It seems that you sport the brooch of one who deserves honor.
He reaches out with a pudgy, froggy finger and points to your the golden fly brooch that you're wearing.
you're gonna have to refresh my memory. Do I know what this brooch is?
It's because we
Besides being
stopped
something
the.
that we found and
Well, we
It's
just
like
found
we helped a noble.
Yeah, and he gave it to us because we stopped the fire and
Killed
the
some coals,
coal
yeah.
monsters.
He says,
okay, but do we know that it's like
yeah, they said that.
He
Like
said
a
it was a token. It was
Yeah.
a token of like goodwill that it would be recognized.
got it? Okay, sorry, sleepy. My notes from last time I literally just added as because I was just asleep. Yes, it's doing a favor. We meet people, favors and try to treat them in kind. But that's really, I don't know why I'm speaking. I'm just gonna stop.
Well, now that I know that you're allies of the Soggy Court, you're more than welcome to be here. The rule of hospitality, of course, applies. We shall make accommodations for you now that we know you are not here to usurp or kill my countenance.
He looks down at his book that is in his hand, and he looks back up at you, and he says,
Well, now that I know that you are allies of mine, I would love to invite you to join the Soggy Court. Would that be of interest to you?
Do we get some of that cool drip y'all be wearing if we do?
Of course, of course. Yes, if you do enjoy, or if you do join our court, I will have one of my courtiers take you to the palace where you will be fitted with the proper attire.
Sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
What does joining the court entail?
It just means that you can participate in all court activities, such as observing the trials by combat, watching my frog handlers play Swallow, and participate in lovely lounge days such as this. Also, one of the more important things is that only members of the Soggy Court may go and visit Bavlorna in her cottage. Yes.
I mean, I'm convinced.
Wait, do we have to pay dues?
No, there's no dues that I do. Just your loyalty to me, your King Gullop the 19th.
Is there something he's leaving unsaid? I wanna
Yeah,
see if he's
I agree.
lying by omission here.
Yeah, definitely see, like, is there something reading between the lines? Or, I mean, Rawson would just ask, like, and what's the catch?
What would that be insight? If
Yeah,
I was trying
insight.
to figure out if he's okay.
7.
trust this guy with your life, Zug. You love him already.
That's out. The
Zug,
voice
actually,
you're
I think one of the things, Zug, for you, you're getting this. I want you to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh no. Okay. Oh, that's better.
Okay, you have this inkling in the back of your head, this memory of your tribe, and you're just like, for a moment, you blink, and before you disappears King Gullop, and instead there's just like a fat, flabby, lazy dragon. Just like sitting there. And then you look around, and for like once again a brief moment, all the nobles lounging and all the little guards like look like kobolds, but just for a brief moment. But then you shake your head and you're like, no, none of that. Like that's not that's not me anymore. And they all come back to being this thing. So you're like, you trust them, but you don't get that. You don't slip back into that that kind of weird, the weird,
Makes
almost
the immediate. Yeah, like I was gonna say, Colt, like jumping back into the drink. I'm not ready to drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, the swamp juice.
Should they just play Swamp Monster, or was it Swamp Thing for this one?
Oh god, yeah.
And if anybody else wants to roll insight or anything like that, they're more than welcome.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I guess in asking, like, very just not abruptly, very outwardly. I can't really come up with words tonight, so I apologize.
Kiwi
Word
trusts them
hard.
as well.
But
So does
I also believe in Zug's interpretation of events.
you're all just as off-putting and just kind of over the top as King Gullop is, and the air that he gives off. All of you are just like, like put at ease with him. Like this guy's just, he's currently speaking straight.
The way
Told
that
me he's gonna give me a
you're
frilly shirt, so I believe him implicitly.
the way that you're voicing him reminds me of Crew from Jack 2.
Oh, Derpy blue screened, by the way, so she's crying behind me right now.
Oh,
So,
no.
So
Enough
I
of
think
that.
she wants the insight, so I'll roll it and roll an insight check of what is being omitted. Yeah, he says nothing is being omitted, and
He's trying to
but what's the
determine.
catch? Okay. Well, Rosin rolls an insight of 15. And Rosin can tell that there are things that are like he's telling some fibs, but nothing that is like she catches the fib on the fact that he says that the only members of the Saki court, like he stumbled over his words when he was saying only members of the Saki court need to can go and see Bavlorna.
Oh, it's absolutely the person who's like selling that they could
They can get
build
you an in.
connections.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. I've been too deep down the cyberpunk thing. This is the fixer trying to overemphasize their connections.
All members of the Soggy Court are allowed to go. It's just not saying that anyone can.
Okay, yeah, she definitely gets that. Okay, other than that though, he stands up, or he looks back down at the book he has, and he says,
And if you are to become the Sagi Court members, then you could do me a grand favor to your King Gullop. You see, the book that I have here, it is the, well, the Big Book of Bad Blood.
That sounds expensive.
Also ominous.
Well, you see, the Big Book of Bad Blood, it seems to have fallen into my lap as somebody has stolen it from Bavlorna's cottage, and being as that I certainly have no intentions of keeping this thing, I intend to return it. So, if you would be able to return this, it would be a mighty favor to the good King Gullop.
What, you just think we took it? And then she'll be all mad?
No. You could. Yes, she will believe that her good King Gullop truthfully says that I came upon it, and that I did not steal it. I found it at the shop near the. Oh yes, that's yeah. I found it at Trinket Bauble and Charm's shop. They had it, so they were the ones who stole it, and therefore I am giving it back. There was absolutely no reason for me to take it and look inside of it.
Did you look inside it?
Yeah, what'd you find?
I just imagine he has his eyes just like flick to the book as he says that.
he was reading the book, and as you approached,
yeah, that's right.
he's kind of blubbering a bit. If you want to, you could either give an intimidation or persuasion check to have him spill the Venus.
God.
This is not my forte, so
Believe in yourself.
Oh, I'll give you some. I'll put a little smoke in your direction. I'll give you some guidance.
Well, whoever's gonna be good at this guy.
Well, I would just say, if anybody is curious to he's obviously blubbering literally about what he's been talking about here. Without a doubt, you can tell that this is something that's not easy or not even hard to read. He's
okay. I would just
He's trying to wash his hands on.
Yeah, I was be like, oh, we saw you reading it.
Yeah. I just want to know what you found.
okay. Give me a quick persuasion check. Whoever wants to. Who's going to do it?
Oh, I'll give it a whirl.
Okay, and then guidance on top of that.
Yep.
Okay. A puff
Oh,
of smoke.
persuasion.
Smoke
That's
ring
its
envelops Kiwi's head. Oh my god. Okay, and then a
there
D4.
you go.
As a fellow monarch, I think you and I both
Oh.
clearly understand.
Very good. He looks and he looks over and he's just like,
yes, of course, from monarch to monarch, of course. Also, this would be very good for, international relations if some members of the Witchlight monarchs are members of the Sagi court. Yes, oh, very good. Oh, so, I'm sorry, I'm back to the subject. You see, not but a day or so ago, an unfortunate incident happened here in Downfall. It seems that a member of, or a captive that I was to watch over from Bavlorna escaped with 2 traitorous members of the Soggy Court. Wigglewog was one of them, as well as the other who is currently in captivity, Mogort.
Mulgort and Wigglewog.
Yes, they helped Sir Talavar.
This whole adventure.
They helped Sir Talavar, the fairy dragon of the Sealy Court, escape in a swamp balloon and vandalized our balloon factory. I was just a little bit concerned that maybe I was in Bavlorna's big book of bad blood now. So I happened upon it at the trinket bauble and charm shop, and I knew that was hers. I could not help looking inside of it, and my name is indeed inside of it. It's terrible. I must write this. But if I bring it to her, she'll be immediately suspicious. If you bring it and say you're bringing it back on my behalf, that will be a good thing.
But then, how... Wouldn't she just still assume you were the one who first got it if we were doing it for you?
No, you can tell her directly that those those 3 at the shop, the visitors, they were the ones who took it. Yes, those darklings. Oh, they come from her sister's domain. They must be up to something.
Okay, so under no circumstances should we include you with the disappearance of this book, ever.
Only that I have found it and brought it. I am assisting through my kingly duties and due diligence and passing the buck, etc., in helping return it to its rightful owner.
Quick question: why not just blame it on these traitors?
But we are going to.
You're blaming it on the.
The traitors! The Morgort and Wigglewog? Well, I don't think that they have it would not be believable that they would be able to steal this from the great Bavlorna. No. Plus, the timelines don't check out.
So, you are saying to blame it on the traitors, not the traitors.
Your accent is wild.
The traitors, not the traitors. I do not know.
I think I get it now. You're saying the traitors and not the traitors. Get your D's and your T's correct.
Oh, I enjoy a good set of D's.
I'm used to pronouncing the plethora of vowels in my native tongue. And not so much the consonants.
Yes, I see. Such is the case. Well, if you do accept this your first mission as members, if you do accept your appointment to the Soggy Court, and therefore accept your first mission on behalf of the Soggy Court, we will accompany you to the palace, and we'll get you outfitted accordingly in the proper attire. And what you're wearing right now is a little bit drab. We need to get you gussied up.
I'm down for some gussy.
I was thinking it.
Yeah.
Wait, did
He
you
knows
explain
what
how
he
did Golub explain the book itself? What exactly it does, or what it is, or what's the
I feel
significance?
like the title kind of speaks to itself.
What?
Big Book of Bad Blood.
It's
Oh,
literally just her shit list.
yeah,
it's
her shit list.
that's it, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the fucking naughty list.
So that's why he wanted to see if his name is in there. And okay.
If we put his name,
Well, he already looked and said it wasn't.
His
there,
name
right?
is in there. He said that.
what if?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
Let's
said
put him in there
so.
twice.
His goal is to return said book, and do not tell her that he looked in it, and he totally didn't look in it. But it's to
We're
hopefully
totally
get
gonna
his
tell her that he looked in it.
totally
right,
get his
guys?
name out of the book.
I wonder if it's
I mean, we
I guess
all
we
know
can-
we're being set up, right?
Yeah, I mean, it
Maybe,
seems like we're clearly the fall guys here. but maybe there's something we can flip it on its head.
Or we could just keep the book
That too.
as leverage.
Or toilet paper. I don't know.
That's a form of leverage.
To someone who has to poop, yes.
All right. Do you accept? What is your response to his proposition?
Say we do it, but knowing that we're gonna get screwed.
Okay, but I want frills.
Huddle.
Okay, you do
If
it.
you don't
Huddle.
have to sign anything, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, that's true. Like basically, it sounds like he's just gonna give us a book. We already know we're being antagonistic to Bravola or Volva, whatever her name is.
Volva.
Yeah, we're already antagonistic to her. So being on the shit list or being caught with that's not gonna make anything worse for us. It may make things more complicated, but
I mean,
I don't.
because that's up if she even knows who we are at this point.
Well, seeing as she's stolen some, or I don't know, stolen is the right word, but has acquired aspects of at least a few of us, I'm sure she has some knowledge of us.
A few of us.
Yeah, speaking of which, Voda, that like weird tugging on your subconscious is super strong right now. Towards the center.
And maybe we can see if we're in the book, and we can always make up the same shitty story he did. Like or we just stick it back into his throne and then tell the robot about it. You know?
Yeah, we could just say we snuck in and stole it from him so that we could return it to her.
We saw the name written on the inside cover and had to return it.
The only thing is that we'd have to consider is if he's going to immediately try to turn us in as soon as he gives us the book.
Oh, 100%.
So then we'd have to act quickly on it.
So as you're all huddling up and talking about this, there's a tap on your shoulder, Voda. As one of the kind of courtiers is comes up beside you and bows deeply and says, "A glass of wine for the Witchlight monarch." He passes you a wine goblet, like a golden wine goblet.
Thank
Would like
you.
insight check.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna drink it.
No, I mean you take it. You take it, Voda. Or he passes it to you. Do you grab it?
I can take. I'll take a quick look at it using my extensive knowledge of things that affect the mind. I want to know if it's poisoned or diseased.
It's empty.
Oh.
You look into it. He bows and backs away. He backs away quickly. Voda, looking up at you and winks. You look down and there is a note in the cup. Scrap of parchment.
I kind of position myself behind somebody for grabbing it, I guess.
Okay. Take the note out.
I just love the idea of somebody having really low passive perception and just taking a sip and just choking on paper.
Just chews on a piece of paper.
This wine's a little dry.
Yeah, so as you're in the huddle though, that happens. Also, you hear kind of a rattling sound and a clacking noise as Clapper Claw kind of wedges his way in there as well. He's like, "All right, guys, so we joined the Soggy Court or what?" More like soggy warts. More like soggy warts, am I right? All right.
Hey, got him up high.
You know, frogs.
Was he here the whole time?
Yeah,
or
he's been sitting on the outskirts, just kind of like chilling out. It's a weird thing where like he's almost unnoticed by the rest of the bullywugs.
Interesting.
Huh. Like they are actively ignoring him unnoticed, or they literally can't see him unnoticed.
Somewhere in between.
Huh.
It's kind of his like
wherever he moves, everybody just looks the opposite
Yeah.
direction.
Yeah.
So it's all okay. Interesting. Sounds like it could be some spooky stuff going on.
It
There.
just sounds like some face shit.
Yeah.
I think that we can return the book, but do not know if we need to become members of the court. I do not think that is going to end well for us.
But, Frills!
Yeah, I mean, we get some cool drip. I don't think we gotta put our name anywhere or anything.
I just motion downward towards what I'm wearing, which is like kind of already in that direction.
I return by
Yeah,
gesturing.
you're like business suit bun. This is like some Renaissance fair shit. This is
I
cool.
gesture to myself.
Yeah,
I gesture in my shamanistic and skull-clad attire. I kind of give you guys like the Toph, the fucking ado about it kind of shoulder shrug.
I find what I am wearing to be much more, much more movable. I can actually move about in it.
Yeah, you look over. You look over at the Soggy Court members as they're all kind of like one of them's like actively pulling at their frilled collar as they are like choking on a grape or something like that. Like whack, whack, whack.
Well, you can keep wearing what you have. I want to frill, and as long as we don't have to sign anything, this is all superficial. There's no, as long as there's no spells, contracts, or other bonds of note. This is just make-believe. We're cosplaying.
I'm gonna read a note.
Okay. The note. You open the note, Voda, and inside it has a simple sentence that it reads. Yeah, it reads. Got it. These nuts got him. No, it reads. Find Illig, the Baron of Muck Stump, at once. The revolution lives.
Oh shit!
Oh god!
There's always a revolution somewhere.
Maybe the Wind of should be like have some association with this group. Revolting royalty. Let's go.
Is it the time to seize the means of production?
Sir, can I have that copy and paste?
Yeah. I'll put it into the chat.
Also, just compounding on the previous. This is the Feywilds. Agreeing to join a court has much more meaning. There is always conditions.
I mean, you just gotta like say it in some really like obscure way. Like, yeah, I'll hang out with the court every now and then. Like, boom, bam, you're in. Just don't agree to give them anything.
Wait, is the Fae known for?
The Fae is known.
I thought that's
for,
more of a devilish thing.
It's no. So it is. The Fae is known for doing some tricksy things. However, they are usually things that are kind of okay. I would say the Fae is not tricksy, as in they're not going to try to trick you into something, as in like they're not going to be like, oh, join the Soggy Court, haha, got you, you're now here forever. It's things like what you experienced recently, where it's like, don't, like, we're gonna beat the shit out of you unless you give us one of your best memories. Like, that type of thing. It's like, that's the Feywild.
Can I have your name?
See, I've always gotten the vibe of, like, the one I always hear examples of is the entering the Feywild and a satyr
like you just
asks, can I have your name?
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like, can I have your name? And he'll, like, bring out, like, a parchment or something that is very much, like, has a bunch of names on it type of thing. It's not just like join the Soggy Court. So maybe, I mean, as many of you mentioned already, it's that maybe there's a signing of something, but so far that hasn't been part of the deal yet.
Yeah, I think if we can just, if it gets to the point where it feels, or it's clear there's some sort of true stakes beyond just agreeing, and we can make that a very non-committal agreement as best we can, I'd be fine with joining. And the second it goes south or something changes, then we alter the deal.
And I would actually argue as well that, like, the example of can I have your name is, like, the height of, like, the trickiness of Feywild. Much of the other stuff is, like...
Fey heist.
Yeah, that's like the most... That's, like, borderline, like, too much. Where most of the stuff that happens in the Feywild is basically, like, upfront and very much like, oh, I'd love, like... I'll take your ability to fart, please. And you're like, what? And you're like, haha, I can't fart anymore, see ya. And they, like, run away. Like, it's like that type. It's the examples you've seen so far are like Jingle Jangle, right? Made a deal where it's like, I don't want to be afraid of being like behind closed doors, and they're like, well, now you just collect keys all the time. Haha, sucks to be you. That type of thing. So,
yeah, I'm fine with continuing with the deal until it becomes clear.
All right. So Clapperclaw rattles his gourd head and just like, all right, so like, what are we doing? We in?
Yeah, I want that drip.
You hear a coughing noise from up on the dais as you look, and it's actually the Snoodle is coughing, and King Gulp is like, Snoodle, you've gotten into the fly bowl. You've had too many. No, you get out of there, get out of there. And Snoodle's like, and just like face first in like this bowl of flies.
Oh god.
Out, down. You're going to get
flies?
Snoodle, you're going to get a tummy ache if you have so many of those flies. Stop it. He grabs him by the tail and holds him up, just like dangling. His little fucking alligator's just snapping like, yeah. Have you made your decision, my fine guests? Would you like to join the court and accept this dire and important and very, very, very good mission of returning this lost book?
Very well.
Ah, yes, if the Witchlight Monarch agrees, then this shall be the case. All right. Well, first, we must
Actually,
all.
sorry, I want to do one thing as he's saying this, not to interrupt, but I am interrupting. I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
On just the surface level stuff again.
Yeah.
But on Gulp.
On Gulp, extremely excited, just like super stoked that he's got like he's now. It's like that. Excitement and relief are the key things.
Okay, but like he's feeling very strongly. It's not like I feel like, oh yes, scheming time is up. It's oh thank God they're ruling me with this meddlesome book kind of a thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. All right, we shall. Everybody, he claps his hands again. Guards, courtiers, let us retreat to the palace. And we will get these good new members of the Soggy Court outfitted in proper attire before they go on their mission. Yes? All right. Please follow me to the east as we head back to the sinking palace, please. With a lot of effort, he stands up. As you hear, like, just like folds slapping against each other as he gets up. Guards! And he has two guards come up next to him and just kind of, they bring over what almost are kind of like props, like wedge underneath him as they almost like assist him in walking. Please follow me to the palace. There are some sights that we will see along the way. I can be a bit of a tour guide if you would. Excuse me. Yes, that was a fly.
I like regional history. I kind of push forward.
Okay, so I'll take you. We'll just go as a little group back up to the bigger maps. All right, so with much ado, guards all get up. Some of the sleeping and dozing nobles stand up as well. As everybody kind of gets moving, picks up their things, shakes off the sleepies in the morning or the early morning kind of lulliness that has occurred over here. And you guys make your way east along this little causeway. In the distance, through the fog, you do see a larger building rising up out of the fog. You see a ramshackle hall built around what looks to be a big tree. And at the entrance of it, you see two bullywugs and a large crocodile guarding it. They bow as they see the king approaching. You see two of the tree's limbs reaching out through the walls like enormous welcoming arms. And as you arrive, the king points over to another building further east and he says, over there is the prisons. That is where we are holding the traitor, Morgort. Later on today, there's going to be a trial for Morgort. They are to fight Splop, the croaking sage. A trial. Though the one who wins the trial by combat will be innocent. The other will be dead. And guilty. It's going to be fun.
Oh no!
Sounds like a very thorough system of justice.
Oh, yes, I came up with it. No, did I come up with it? No, it's been passed down through many predecessors of the Soggy Court.
I look back at the heads on the pikes and look back at him, look back at the heads.
Yeah, just thinking of all the headless other monarchs.
Even how like his ink on the page of monarchs is probably pretty fresh.
Yes. And then he kind of indicates with a little wave of his hand. Beyond that, there is Trinket Bauble and Charm's balloon. They're docked at the edge of the lake. That damn storm cloud balloon just is nasty. And, well, Trinket and Bauble are just as nasty. I'm not sure where Charm is at the moment. But if you want to be haggled for terrible prices on some mundane goods, you're more than welcome to check out their shop. I wouldn't recommend it, though. It's quite... nothing remarkable. Ugh. To the palace! He gestures forward. And...
Oh, yeah, follow along. Looking over, we pointed out, though, is it's... The prison, like, look from the map, it looks like it's like an open air above ground thing.
Yep.
So we could even go over there and say, oh, I don't know, strike up a conversation perhaps if we have some free time.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. We'll just keep on for now, though.
Yep. As you, the guards part, the crocodile moves to the side as well. Makes that kind of weird crocodile noise. And you find yourselves in the interior of the lovely, sinking palace. The interior here is it's roomy. The hall is roomy. It has an open floor plan, very nice, that allows occupants of the upper story to look out over the lower one. Right now, it is filled with bullywug courtiers crowding into the space, filling it with their guttural croaks. Their clothing is faded and stained with mud. As you are brought in here, you see that King Gullop gestures and says, "Bring my new members of the Soggy Court some clothes to try on." Chop, 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 chop. And a bunch of the guards and some of the courtiers disappear into another room and come out with multiple, like, multiple, like, foot lockers and trunks of clothing. Please, try on what you need. There's all kinds of clothing here. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay! And I run forward, like pulling off my skull, my chest wrap, whatever it is. I basically stripping naked and starting to try on things.
Nice.
I create a sensor bar with water.
Can't show cloacas on TV.
Yep.
I just smack Zug's ass with my paintbrush, and there's a black mark just coming.
You do see that there is that coming out of one of the windows. There's a large clothesline, also just hung with a bunch of the like dirty and drying. Basically, like more of these clothes that are obviously trying to dry, but in these conditions probably will not dry at all. That is also running out the window and attached in the distance to what looks to be some sort of object in the middle of the swamp. As you also are trying on your clothes, there are bullywug courtiers that are playing festive and upbeat music on some stringed instruments and just having a good old time.
My eye twitches, and I go and start prestidigitating every piece of clothing.
Oh, yeah.
That's not being worn.
Yeah, so all the clothing in here is not of the best quality. It is, as you kind of we already described, it is like Renaissance fair chic, but has been stored in a swamp chest for the last few months / years or however long. So yeah, you as you pull each one out, Voda, you like your nose curls up at just like the disgusting state of it, and yes, you can prestidigitate it. As that happens, you kind of hear a couple like whispers behind you, Voda, and you turn around and you can see like a couple of the courtiers just getting like, or the courtesans just like looking at you, looking at the clothes in your hand, and then looking down at their like really dirty and soggy and wet and torn noble clothing as well. Just like.
Do they look disappointed or like insulted?
Jealous.
After I after I clean what I can get to, I start going around and trying to do so for the court.
You make fast friends with a lot of the courtiers in here and the courtesans as you are able to start cleaning them up. And each one, and then as everybody else is like trying on their clothing, you all turn around and basically see a line forming around the palace hall here of a bunch of bullywugs just kind of all lined up obediently in front of Voda, and she's just prestidigitating each of them.
It's kind of...
I've pulled I've pulled the dragon off of Zug's skull, and he is keeping the line.
He's the line monitor.
Yeah, the dripping painted dragon floats around, just kind of flaps like and basically he's just like doing some inspections, taking quick notes. Yeah, taking quick notes and then communicating that back to you, so you're like more efficiently handling the line.
Bringing true industry here. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, he's basically checking them in, right? Where you Voda, you just like get the you know, the next one comes up and he just hands you a little slip. There's a slip just attached to the bullywug. Yep.
By the way, I did some generation to see if I could get a artwork of a kobold and a frill. I got some good. I got some good ones here.
Okay.
I may have to use one of these. Some of these are pretty good.
I like the bottom right one.
Yeah.
That's the one that stuck out the most to me because it actually has like a little skull thing going on too.
The second one on the top row is also like a fantastic. Like, here's a portrait of a samurai kobold.
I love the art style on the fourth one.
The top right.
Yeah,
I really like that one too.
It's
That
almost
one,
it's almost an icon or a token already. All right, so as Voda is cleaning up not only her clothing but the clothing of the majority of the courtesans here in the sinking palace, what is everybody else like picking out to wear? There's a whole whatever kind of like noble clothing that you can imagine. It can be found in these footlockers and trunks.
I would like to imagine Rawson's, because Rawson already has kind of a pretty like professional attire. So I imagine hers, the ones that she seeks out, are just kind of like same color palette, same style, but like a little like ruffle on the edges of the sleeves and the edges of the collar, and you know, maybe like a wider collar like type of thing, but like really not much of a difference, but like it's like this is perfect.
Yeah, it's just literally like fashion stat up by 1 on on your stuff. Very yeah.
Oh damn.
Similar vein, I'm finding a black tie and using it to replace my black tie.
Ah, yes. Perfect.
I
Yeah.
want charcoal black or coal black.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, what would Nutmeg be finding?
I'll pick something green that has just like the biggest frilled collar on it I can find.
You find one Nutmeg that is wider than your shoulders, so that as you walk through doors and or, like doorways and stuff, it basically like scrunches up and like folds up next to you.
Perfect.
Wearing this.
And I'll throw some druid craft on there so it actually smells a little bit more like nutmegs.
Sick. Oh, yeah. Nutmeg looking like a walking lily pad up in this bitch.
Yeah, I've decided that this is. I come out of the pile looking like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the skull on top. Although I really want to save that, like the other art one too. That'll be like my commission painting at some point. This one. Yeah, I do like that one a lot. Just as like a default. That's like.
Yeah, it's a nice.
At the core of it.
Yeah.
And then it looks the same. It looks the same as the one above. Just like a stylized version of it. So.
As you emerge, Zug, as you emerge from the the pile of clothes are literally just like burst out of one of the trunks. I almost want to imagine that you somehow burrow from one trunk to the other and burst out of the one that you didn't dive into.
Feywild after all.
Looney Tunes style. There's audible gasps and like gasps and muttering of in awe as some of the courtesans are all just like, "Whoa, wow."
I strut around in the most self-important stance I've seen other noble types do. Yes, indeed. Observe my color.
Rosin, as you see Zug prancing around like this, you can't help but notice that King Gullop the 19th is very much like watching Zug and inspecting his own outfit and like making sure his collar is even bigger and like aligning his crown even more, just being a little, you can tell he's got some just like, how the hell does he look that good type of vibe on him. All right, Kiwi, what would
I'll give Zug a little like elbow, you go, Zug. Encouragement.
There he is.
I go. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. I start the whole thing. I'll just calm down and wait for us all to get attired.
Kiwi would pick up any sort of bracelets and like anklets that would be like seashells, strung with string, and then would find a outfit kind of like the little alligator had there, but would want to get something more like ocean colors.
Mm-hmm.
So like more of like a seafoam blue sort of thing going on with nothing too wild other than that. Oh wait, you know what it is? I got it. I'll come back, but I got the look.
As you all finally get all gussied up and true soggy court attire, King Gullop stands up and walks forward and gives a curt nod. You are now all indeed looking the part of being members of the Soggy Court. Now that you have been initiated and are wearing the proper garb, I feel confident that you will be recognized as members and therefore can deliver back this book. He gives kind of a slight bow and holds out the book with two hands. Somebody to take it from.
I'll take it.
All right, go take it. I got the look.
Yeah, I got it.
Some Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, I like it too with the what's that nodding in the front? That's like the band.
Yeah, it's like the old band marching band.
The marching band stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, the tassel work. Or I don't actually know what it's called either.
Oh, okay. He's got the chevrons on the arms too. That's.
I really like this piece from Chuckles'
the little mustache
collab.
That's a great NPC character art right there. Oh, no.
Why?
Hey, that just got way more ominous.
Holy shit! I'm terrified. We're all gonna die in 7 days now. Oh no.
That was powerful.
Well played. Oh no.
So he holds out the leather-bound.
He
holds out the leather-bound book, and he hands it over to I think Nutmeg. You said you took it.
Yep.
All right. You hold this little leather-bound book in your hands, and indeed on the cover it does say, "Big Book of Bad Blood."
Because this is something I've taken from someone. I'll try to almost instinctually put it in my little bag of trinkets for things I've taken from people, and soon realize it won't fit, and I'll just hold it.
Mm-hmm.
And after a little while, just use my telekinetics to just hold it next to me. I don't want to actually carry it.
King Gullop the 19th gives a bit of another slight bow and says, "I am going to retire to my chambers as I am tired from all of this activity. I expect you to return the book post haste, but if you do wish to see some festivities this afternoon,
The trial by combat will be occurring in the later afternoon before supper. We will see Morgort fight Splorp to the death. It would be wonderful. Whoever wins will be innocent.
Can't afford to miss out on a good Splorp combat.
Yes.
But they always say.
Splorp incurred my ire by giving out false prophecies. You see, his full, Splorp the Croaking Sage is his title, and, well, his prophecies were very, very bad. Something about, I don't know, that I would lose an eye or something like that. Blasphemy! Blasphemy indeed. I had him imprisoned immediately.
I don't.
Oh, what was that?
Said I stab his eye out, and then I said I don't. Would have been funny, but also murder hobo-y, so not my style.
So
for Destroy's character being obsessed with time, I imagine anytime there's like a hypothetical kind of situation like this, he's actually just rewinding time to fix the canon.
Yep.
Like,
Hey,
you
that's
go down the darkest path, but then you have to fix it.
So your superpower is F5, F9, is what it is.
yeah.
Yep.
Reload. All
We
right.
see quick save pop up in our.
Yeah, exactly. There's a quick save pop up, and then Thelka just jumps murder hobo style, just stabs his eye out, and then just like immediately gets killed, and then gets reloaded back to where you are now. King Gullop ushers, kind of like gives you all a wave, and makes his way out of this main chamber hall to what seems to be a private chamber that lies off of it, and leaves you in the presence of the rest of the, massive soggy court to do what you would for the remainder of the day.
So what should we... I want to find a reason to go talk to the imprisoned one, because just to be clear, because I think my notes are a little vague here, he was the other one working with frog names are tough. The one who crashed with Sir Talavar, right?
Correct.
So he's the other aspect. So it'd be good to talk and get some more information about that, perhaps. And I would, when there's a moment where we're all kind of separated from the Bollywogs, would suggest that as course of action. Because I'm trying to conserve my voice for right now.
Mm-hmm. Voda, you notice that as King Gullop leaves and goes to his private chambers, you see two courtesans kind of like whispering to each other and then darting furtive glances in your direction.
Oh, sorry. Did you ever tell us what was in that note?
I did not. We haven't had a moment alone.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at now. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys have a moment alone in quotes, as you can either step outside of the palace and back onto the kind of like swampland outside, or just find a quiet area within the palace to have a quick conversation.
Am I still cleaning clothes?
No, your line is now finished. You are
task complete.
Yeah, task is complete.
Shift is over.
Clock out for the day.
The last one, as you like clean the last one, you find that your dragon familiar flies over and deposits 10 gold into your hand.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
Little did you know, but he was taking fees as well. He is an industrious little familiar.
I admonish him while putting it into my coin pouch.
Yeah, that's like that was so bad. Good job. Don't ever do that again. Good job.
That reminds me of a post from a dude who had crows that he fed at at the park, and they started bringing him money, and so he used the money to buy better quality bread. So they started bringing him more money, and he's like, "Is it wrong of me to continue this?"
I love crows. Crows are awesome.
They're great.
Okay, yeah, you now Voda, you find yourself 10 gold richer after doing your daily, after starting and closing your first dry cleaning business, and the group now is all gussied up, looking, in place, or looking like they belong, while being completely looking like they're out of place at the same time. It's kind of funny just because it's like you can imagine this entire room is filled with like lounging and talking bullywug, or basically like frog people in like Renaissance clothing, and then like standing in the middle there is like a large bipedal turtle, a kobold, 2 bunnies, and 2 fairies just kind of like standing there awkwardly and also like similar attire. Just kind of like, but all of you also chose things that stand out, like are not, they're like very different from the rest of they are Soggy Court attire, but they are unique Soggy Court attire that many would probably not have chosen as bullywugs. But you now have some time of privacy. There's a little lounge area in here filled with pillows and like a low table that is open. That's not occupied by any courtesans or any guards or anything like that. The light music, the music that's been played from the pool below, echoes up and just kind of fills the air lightly. The smell of the swamp wafts in through the windows as the tree itself that this thing is built around just kind of creaks and moves with just kind of its own motion.
I think we're all just admiring ourselves right now.
Yeah, I feel pretty fly. Oh god, I still have the
Don't let the
wings.
frogs feel that.
Yeah. Nice.
Should be quiet. Apparently being trying to be quiet changed my voice completely. There's this really cool looking, thunderstorm balloon over there with the vendors. We can go talk to them. I kind of want to go talk to the prisoner, though. Figure out what's going on there. We get kind of mixed messages. Maybe free them?
That would be something we should look into with the utmost secrecy and care.
Yeah, we need distraction. We're going to do that. Should we go look at the crazy balloon first? I want to look at the crazy balloon.
Yeah, I want to see a balloon.
What would make a good distraction?
We can think about it on the way to the balloon.
A revolution?
Oh,
A
speaking
change
of-
to the powers that be.
you say that and I go, oh, speaking of, and just like searching for the note.
Oh, I know a guy.
And then someone in the background, you hear. It's just on the breeze coming across.
Put up a minor illusion of kind of some music around, so it's harder to kind of just drop in before pulling out the note and reading it to everybody.
Okay. Read out the note that says, "Find Illig, the Baron of Muckstump, at once. The revolution lives."
Alright, where do we find said Illeg?
The things that say what gives me directions, at least.
Well, we could
That would be useful.
we could
I mean,
try.
if we knew where they were, we wouldn't be finding them. Just be a meeting.
We could ask people.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Well,
Everyone's so capricious here. I don't know. There's gotta be people who don't care about the current king.
Perhaps we should just ask who the barons are. There can't be
Deja vu.
that
Oh.
many of them.
Ooh, there's this shiver. in the
weird
fourth wall.
crossover here.
You guys see a robotic turtle running past.
One of the walls of the set falls down. You can see into the next studio over.
Yeah. Something to note though would be that there's no. This is just a note that says "Find Illig," but it doesn't really. As far as you know, there's not been any talk. Like King Gullop hasn't really been talking about there's a revolutionary in our midst or anything like that.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. There's not been any indication of it.
It might also be slightly meta, but Illig doesn't sound like a bullywug name to me. It's
It's got the G in there, but
Yeah, what do you call those bullywug names?
I don't know. I mean, they're all like Gullip, or they have like a weird bounce to them.
Guttural
Illig is
sound.
Well,
It doesn't match, but it also doesn't mean that it's.
Yes, like splorp.
Wait, yeah, but that's like a sound you associate with a frog, right? Like that thing jump, I hear a splorp.
True.
Wait, I know who I can ask. And I just take off running back towards the gazebo.
Good chat.
And I mean, you don't have to follow me, but I'll just keep running because I'm gonna head to this bridge over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they might already be on the pike too.
I'm gonna ask Clack, whatever his name is.
Who?
For Claw, there we go. Not Clicker Clack.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah, Mr.
Clapperclaw.
No Skull. Yeah.
You asked. Yeah, go ahead.
Illig.
Yeah, I don't know. I just mostly spent my time on the bridge, just kind of chatting with those heads. I don't know. Why don't you ask some of the... why don't you ask some of the people here? Look, there's some guards over there. They might be able to tell you. I don't think they also really don't, like, pay attention to me at all. It's kind of weird. They just kind of hang out.
Ray, you were saying?
Looking him over, do I get a feeling that he is, like, not really here?
Give me an investigation check.
Yeah. Investigation.
I'm gonna send Zug a message asking what he's doing.
So with that investigation check, Velka, I think like you look at him and he's just like,
what are you looking at? Something wrong with me? Is it my head? Ooh.
And it's kind of this like, it's just like you get a sense that like he's a scarecrow. You just kind of see him as a scarecrow.
Interesting.
Zug, as you approach the bridge, you get a message in your head as you're running away that just is from Voda. Just, what are you doing?
Can I respond to messages? I don't
Yes, you
remember how
can.
that works.
Yes,
You may
can
respond to this message.
That's right. I thought that was sending, but I guess message you can as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
You just hear it. Uh-huh.
It's just the distance. That's the difference in message and sending.
Okay, you just hear, actually you'll hear it's absolutely like a slight echo or a slight delay because you'll hear it in your head and then you hear me yelling it out loud. Because it's only 100 feet away, so it's not like that crazy. And it'll just be asking dead guys, and then I turn around and look to the skulls. Who's yelling?
What was that you said, small lizard?
Who is Illig?
One of them just the head kind of spins in your direction.
Illig? Illig was, but he's the Baron of Muckstump. Of Muckstump, of course.
What's that?
It's just a title. Most of the bullywugs have titles here in the Soggy Court. Do you not have a title, lizard?
I do! I am the Unmany!
What an odd title. I don't like it.
I don't like you! But also help me!
Roll
Where
me
is this?
Roll me a d8.
Stop. Oh, roll a d8. Okay.
Yep.
Oh boy.
That's always a good sign. 3.
The head on the pike's eyes narrow and it's just like,
I have no idea I don't know where this Illig is. He should be, I don't know, about downfall somewhere. I'm sorry, I don't really get around anymore.
I look down.
You should try.
I look down. I do the thing where I look at his face, look at the spike, look at his face, look at the spike. Right! Anyone else?
Why don't you ask somebody who has legs?
Okay, bye! I run back.
you all hear there's some yelling in the distance and you just hear
Sounds like what
just comes sprinting along the causeway.
Some marshy. It's just like
I like to imagine we locked the door when he left and he just runs straight into it.
Just runs straight through it and leaves a Zug-shaped hole through the door. I'm back!
But I'll come back and find the group, and I'll just wait until there's a moment in the conversation to relay the information that I learned, which is just that I don't know, but there's not much. Just that he's the Baron. Like, that's it. Do we already know that? I don't even know.
Yeah, we do. So it's like he has a title. We know the title.
And then the suggestion was to ask people.
Yeah.
And that because everyone has titles, it's not necessarily, it shouldn't be forbidden to ask about this sort of thing, is what I got off that. So, that may add to that impetus to ask around.
Okay.
That's how we ain't found shit.
Well, we ain't found shit. Well, before we get into any further shenanigans and investigations, let's take a break. As we will, you will have your new members, newly minted members of the Soggy Court of Downfall. You have the afternoon to do a little bit of exploration around the rest of Downfall itself. And we'll come back in like 5 minutes or so, and we'll be back. BRB. 5 minutes on the clock. Get up, get a drink, all that fun stuff. We'll be back.
Can't stay in my feet. What I'm gonna do if I really want you? But you know, baby, break my mind empty. But you have the key, so open my place, my place. I can't stay in my feet. What I'm gonna do if I really want you? But you know, baby, break my mind. place, mine. But you know, baby. You know, baby.
So, like, at work, do you just ever whip that out?
Yo, speaking of whipping things out at work,
Go on.
Wait, what?
Tell me more about how you got fire hired.
Yeah, that's still happening. Oh god, I don't even. I'm still technically in like transition, so it's a complete mess right now. However, I wanted to share this. I don't think I did before. If it will load.
Yeah,
this is
did.
the quote board.
Yeah,
did I share the quote board? Okay, I did share the quote
You shared
board.
it at the end of, I think, end of the session last week.
Okay, because I shared it to another Discord. I wasn't sure if it was this one or not.
Wow.
Yep.
We discussed the We Are No Yo Play.
The very good ones. We Are No Yo Play.
Yeah, I got a, as I said last week, I got a picture before they got rid of all this. But yeah, I'm technically still employed by Park, which means I still have health insurance, which is good.
Yeah, for all the snakes and spiders and angry animals.
Yeah. Yep. The king cobras and the yellow coral snakes. And anyways, the part that sucks is it's possible that our actual transition date will be after I leave on my vacation. So I'm working out some sort of not under table, that's the wrong way to put this, but
contingency plan.
Yeah, contingency, exactly, that's it. Contingency plans for getting that all to work, so I don't have to fucking worry about when I'm traveling. So I have enough. Also, I still can't fucking pay for one of these hotels. It's driving me crazy.
Taking your card or
nope, and I can't get a hold of them right now. But like, I'm trying to give you my money, and they won't take my money, but they want my money. So I'm sure it's gonna work out. It's just another loose end.
Yeah, just walk in there with cash.
Bought this
would be cash. So this one's in Bali, where it's the Indonesian rupiah. So I'm about to spend 21 million rupiah.
Dang, how's that gonna fit in your pocket, dude?
So how thick does that stack have?
I never bought or spent 20 million on anything.
Yeah,
it's one of those.
I don't even think that would fold either, though. That's a lot.
Yeah. It's definitely one of those currencies where it's a huge
inflation.
Not inflation. Well, at some point it had to inflate high. The conversion rate is extremely high.
Oh, of course.
And the dollar is really strong, so I'm basically getting a 15% discount on everything right now.
So, what the fuck is there? Like, if something Do they just keep printing in like countries where that happens, where all of a sudden like things escalate to being like, you know, millions as being the thing? Do they just print more like bigger monies?
Yeah.
I think that's how it works. I am not an expert at all in this.
They do.
I'm an
They
expert
do,
in
like,
abusing materials, not economy.
I don't abuse paper money. I abuse only
I use
metals.
paper money to abuse.
Yeah. But yeah, there's it's the individual like currency history is weird. And I actually started listening to a YouTube series about like funny enough, it was like inflation. It started because I was like reading about inflation, like inflationary policy, and then I kind of went off on a tangent. Yeah. Well, it's a place. It's a thing I know basically nothing about. So I'm just trying to get some knowledge.
Paul's going off on a tangent? Never.
Shush.
No, this was a provoked tangent.
True. And an unprovoked tangent, though, I just found out that the monkeys in Bali are incredibly sneaky and thievery, and there are actually people you can hire to negotiate them to return your stolen goods.
What a fucking racket. That's insane. Holy shit, I love it.
That's absolutely, 100%. That is somebody working with the monkeys.
That's
but still.
monkey mafia. Like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Where they have retainers on. They have people on retainer that they'll be like, yes, the monkey stole your watch. If you want it back, I'm going to need whatever, like 50 million badongos or whatever the fuck the currency was, and then also we will need you to buy a large bunch of bananas, please.
Basically, it's the monkeys are actually, and you have to be careful because they can be kind of vicious. Like they'll bite, and they carry rabies, so you have to be careful about that.
Where's the place where the monkeys get fucking shit faced?
That's every city in the world.
I think there's one. I think there's one specifically that is maybe one of the areas where you're going, where they basically raid the beach. Like, they raid that
might be
drinks.
Bali.
Yeah, where they raid the fruit drinks from the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody's drinking like cocktails and stuff, and they just fucking get smashed on it.
That and also inland there. So this is the Hindu island of Indonesia. Indonesia's majority Muslim. Yep. But this is like the 95% Hindu majority, and they have a lot of temples. And inland in the Ubud region, which we'll spend in a few days, they have like 7 different monkey temples. And one of those is famous for like just absolutely unruly monkeys. So we're absolutely going there for one. And then 2, I think that might be one of the ones where they get like offerings of booze and stuff, and they just go on fucking rampages.
Absolute benders.
Yeah.
That tracks.
All right, I think we're all back. So, welcome back to the Soggy Court. As you all stand in front of the sinking palace. The sinking palace? Yeah, the sinking palace. You can see the Soggy Court.
The Soggy Court.
You can hear the music emanating from inside the palace itself. To the east, you see the building that has been indicated as the jail. Beyond that, you see the ominous-looking balloon ? At the end of a pier. And then there also is a fighting pit area that is nearby that isn't really kind of detailed on the map, but it's nearby. Where to?
I vote balloon.
I want to see the balloon.
Balloon's good.
Okay. So, the group makes their way past what seems to be the jail, which is basically a sturdy wooden hut. It has an open doorway, and you can hear from within it, it's kind of somebody just like sadly singing to themselves. And then another individual kind of like coughs and tells them to shut up. But you make your way down past... Ooh, I don't want to grab the fucking crocodile. Get out of here. You make your way down past that holding cell area and along little dock. And at the end of it, you see what looks to be a big black balloon floating over the lake. tugging at its moorings. Beneath it hangs a basket made of black wicker and wood, which serves as a merchant stall of some sort. There's a large pane of glass drawn closed across an opening above the counter, and a sign mounted above the window reads, "Wondrous Wares and Fair Fares." The balloon is not made of fabric, however, but rather appears to be a roiling, dark rain cloud that has been contained somehow with lines and netting.
This is going to trigger me, but go on.
How is it going to trigger you, please?
No, it's fine.
Say more.
Tell me more.
Tell me more. Your triggering triggers me in a different way. Yes.
Oh, speaking of triggering, Chuckles, canonically, Avatar: The Last Airbender has guns.
Huh?
That's fine.
Oh, that's it. I'm not talking about Korra era. I'm talking about Aang era.
That's fine.
Actually, 400 years before Aang era.
Oh yeah,
give or
technically
take.
it's Kyoshi's era.
That's fine.
You ain't gonna get it out of him.
Also, scythes are canonically a weapon.
Ah, come
now
on!
you
Yeah, that's the last straw.
God,
Get the fuck out of
let's
here!
hear more about this cloud balloon.
All right. Give me a quick moment as I try to find. I did share this with you all earlier, but I do want to try to find it again so we can see it now in game and in context. There we go. That is what you see. That thing be massive.
So fucking cool.
It is.
So, that is what you see as you approach. So,
I can't make it go. Oh, there it goes. I was trying to get it to go bigger and it wasn't.
yeah. So, as you approach this thing, you see that there are two dark shapes kind of hanging out behind the dark glass window that is slid shut.
No one outside?
No one's outside, no. But you do see kind of like movement, and you can hear muffled voices from within the basket shop looking thing.
Let's roll up! In our bling!
Okay. So as you roll up, the window slides open.
What do you want? Yeah, what do you want?
You see two kind of pointy-faced individuals peeking out over the counter.
She's Bobble. She's Trinket. This is our shop.
They kind of let out a little sniff.
Maybe you can afford something. Not sure. But here's what we're selling.
A little sign flops over the edge. And it says, available for a limited time only. Very good thimble. Fingertip not included. Mug of bumble beer. It has a nice sting to it. Dusk mallow pie with decorative bite marks. Bundle of dry wood. Great for starting fires. Ink portraits. If we have to look at you, so should you.
This is where Mid-Journey began.
And then moonlight monocle. No more fumbling in the dark.
Ooh.
So what do you want? If you can afford it. Oh.
Are the prices on it?
How
No,
much
there's
for
no
a monocle?
there's no prices on it.
How much for
So-
a monocle?
Oh, the monocle? Well,
Bobble looks at you, up and down.
I would like to note we are in the presence of two, not one, but two Witchlight monarchs. You might want to, throw them a little bone, try to impress them a little bit, because we are part of the Soggy Court.
They both let out audible gasps.
oh, Witchlight monarchs? Sorry, we don't give a fuck.
Damn, dude.
It matters everywhere else. Why wouldn't it matter here?
Is the
Thought it'd be
Witchlight
worth-
monarchs
thought it'd be
are
worth a shot.
the Witchlight monarchs are an establishment from the previous a political structure, not the current one, and they are servants of the current political structure.
Oh, look at you. We got a smart one. We're right. Well, you're right.
Technically, I'm knowledgeable in this case, but
Okay, fine. Even you got some big words as well. Well, yeah, you're right. We work for Endelin. Endelin Moongrave, to be exact. The three of us, three of us. We're here visiting her sister. But, yeah, we're just selling stuff here.
how much was the monocle?
They eye you up and down.
Can you give me a little jig? Like a dance or something like that?
Voda watches intensely.
I do the Lalafell dance emote.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Thank you. I'll take that.
I give them the jig? I don't know.
No, I want that. I want your rhythm. I don't want you to ever be able to do that again.
Oh, shit!
Oh,
Joke's on you, I'm already a white rabbit.
I just had this mental image of Zug doing the whole like, oh, like the.
But I'm not a rapper thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god! If we could reanimate gifs, but then it's just Zug running past as this thing at the end where there's the guy.
Yeah.
The guy holding his face is just Zug running past. Bobble looks at you though, Velka, and says,
I'm not lying. I'm serious. Give me your rhythm. You can have that monocle.
I prefer to trade in coin, but if that is not what is
your
on
coin's
the
no good
table-
here.
Fair enough. Have a good day.
Okay, bye. Then you don't want the best thing we have.
How about that thimble?
The thimble?
Pretty cool.
doesn't compare to this. Trinket disappears underneath the counter and then comes up and plonks a unicorn horn on the table.
Fuck, I'm pretty sure we need that.
Found this. Very hard to come by. Unicorn horns, and one never knows when one might come in handy. This
Feels
one
like a big
recently.
switch tactic. Well, what's the thimble?
You really want the thimble?
Yeah. All right, finish the thing. We'll come back to the thimble later.
Fine, yeah, fine. I'm happy you interrupted me. This one recently found its way into my possession. There, that's it. And now, Mr. fucking high as a kite man, you want this thimble?
Yeah, I won't be bait and switched. What's the thimble?
The thimble.
I mean,
It's for sewing, you idiot.
Yeah, so what's the cost? Like, damn.
The cost?
Yeah.
Show me a dance.
I'll see how many I can remember. He does like. Yeah, I'll do like a Fortnite dance.
I was gonna say Fortnite default dance.
But it looks really slow and already like the rhythm like doesn't match anything.
Good God. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you don't. Once again, I'll take that off your hands so that nobody else ever has to see it. You can have that thimble.
That feels like unfair. Why does the thimble cost as much as a monocle? This economizing
Your
makes
dance,
no sense.
your dance compared to that other, compared to the bunny's dance, terrible. It's worth a thimble. His worth a monocle.
I'm going to need to see your blue book on trading here.
Yeah, you're trying to make it sound like all rhythm is made the same, and I'm not convinced.
You gotta know that not all dancing's the same.
No, I just need to push so hard. I'm still interested.
Have you not seen Saturday Night Fever? Come on.
Don't you know
No?
the last thing you do when you're negotiating is tell them you're actually interested in the product? You have to pretend you hate it and start walking away.
Ah,
Oh
see,
my
look,
God,
look,
have you
look.
never
That
had to
that
beg for-
turtle. They're a smart one. They're a smart one. That's yeah. Yeah, see, that's a good negotiator.
Mm.
No, I'm not.
never
I'm
had
terrible. You take that back.
I won't. No. It's yours.
No, don't tell them to take it back. They love that shit.
They're going to keep leading us around. I guess we will keep the information that keep
Now-
their business into jeopardy. I turn to start to walk away.
Give me a persuasion check at advantage.
Sure.
Okay.
Jesus.
They look at each other. They're like, wait. You say you got information? We like information. Yeah, we do. What kind of information you have? It might, soften us up a bit. We'll give you a discount.
Most knows that information is not free.
Yeah, we'll give you, we'll let you keep half your rhythm.
Wait, I know a lot of random stuff. What do you want to know?
We don't. What? No, we don't want to know. We're just. Look, you're buying or not, we got 2 offers for you. You either give us a rhythm, says Bobble, and then Trinket pipes up, or I take the color out of your eyes.
The fuck?
Yeah.
What sort of information
I have
is
a
that?
question.
What the hell?
When you remove the color from the eyes, the iris then becomes. Is it like void of color? As in, it's like it becomes clear, or is it just like gray and it's kind of a grayscale? Like what does that look like?
Well, if you want to see, we can do it on you. You got some pretty eyes.
Oh, Jesus.
Does anything go with the color, or is it just the color?
Oh, no, it's just the color. That's all I want.
I mean, I'd be willing to step in for
I
that,
look-
but I'll let you only have one color. Nutmeg's eyes are literally always changing colors, like in swirls and like fucking.
When they look at you,
That's
Trinket's eyes go large and say, "Oh, ho, ho, you give me your color.
You can have one color.
Give me your color. Can She looks over to her sister. Yep.
You're not actually saying anything.
How'd you know? We agreed.
You have a very high perception.
Yeah, you would have heard them say, should we give him 2? Yeah, let's give him 2. For that? Yeah. That's insane. Endolin will love it. And they look at, Trinket comes back and Bobble looks back and says, monocle? And one other thing. For your color, Mr. Fairyman.
The unicorn horn?
What about
Sure.
the portrait?
Oh.
2 things. For his color.
All of them? I'm fine to part with 1 or maybe 2.
For your
like all of
color.
them.
I'm gonna lean in and whisper. We do plan on taking back the things that were stolen from us. So we would be getting it back here soon, in
I
theory.
mean, it sounds like counting chickens before they hatch.
Well, it's either that or we die. So it's a
Yeah,
win-win.
that's a big ultimatum. All right.
If
Fine, you can
only
take my
get
color,
one
but I
thing
want that thimble too.
You gotta decide on what you're asking for here, honey.
Three things.
3
That
things.
is
For
the
his.
thimble, the
One
monocle.
thing for every color.
It's a red, a blue, and a green. That's some primary shit.
They both look at each other. That's a steep price. You sure you can't throw in some rhythm in there?
I can't. I mean, this thimble doesn't even look like it would fit my finger, so It's not a great thimble, anyways. It shouldn't be charging such a steep price.
Who wants to give me a persuasion check on these two lovely women?
I can.
Could I
Go for it. You're
I'm trying to see if there's anything I can do to.
It'd be
help with this.
Or would it be
get
advantage?
creative. If anybody wants to get creative, you can be creative, and I'd accept creative options.
To just be clear, this is trying to convince them to take just the eye color for 2 items?
For 3?
For 3 items. Oh, that plus 2. Okay.
Yep, thimble plus the other 2.
I was saying like the addition of like what you mentioned about, you know, 1 for each color or whatever, trying to kind of boost the ask of.
Yeah, who wants to do it at advantage?
I can do it.
Yeah, and I'll be doing some druid crafting to make this look more the eyes. So my thought was to make a little globe of light so it reflects the color a little more intensely.
Okay, let's see that at advantage, Mr. Nutmeg.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh
shit!
Air horns sound off in the swamp.
Yeah,
we're gonna end up with their firstborn.
So Bobble and Trinket look to each other and look back to you and said,
Well, for your eyes, sweetheart, for that color, fuck it. We'll do 4. Horn, monocle, and 2 others.
I want that thimble.
Thimble.
I must inquire, what does the inky portrait do?
It's just a portrait of one of you. You have to decide.
Oh.
What was that?
Well,
what about the what?
Sorry, what about the wood? The bundle of wood.
Oh, it's really special.
It's dry.
I'm also interested in a vial of your balloon.
You're interested in the balloon? A ride, you said?
No, a vial. Like, I want some of that thundercloud.
They look at you and kind of look at each other.
Huh. Why not?
And they
Alright,
and
cool.
Bobble looks over. Let's see who's doing what here. Yeah, Trinket looks over to Bobble and she says,
I'll take care of the eyes. That's my thing. Go get a piece.
Bobble walks back into the booth and disappears.
Like
And
to
Trinket,
imagine, go get a piece.
and
She
Trinket-
walks in back and pulls out a Glock.
yeah, get the heater. Trinket leans on the counter and gestures to you, Nutmeg, and says,
Come closer. It's time for you to pay up.
Come closer.
He produces a small marble and holds it in her hand, in between her thumb and her finger. Holds it up in between her eye and your eye. And she says,
You be mine.
and you all watch as Nutmeg's shifting and color changing eyes turn transparent.
Oh.
The irises turn transparent.
Oh, that's gonna be weird.
So it is transparent. So do we see straight through to like his brain?
Yeah, like you see my brain.
Well, you would see the
the
cone,
back
the
of his
back of the eyes.
Yeah, so it just basically has like a milky and just kind of a clear.
Oh, right, because it's just the iris.
Yeah, it's just the iris. So it's just the iris. There's still the whites of the eye still exist, and the pupil is still there as well. But it's almost
Although
like
this
a ghost-like appearance to it.
That would really fuck
So
up
I'm
your
actually
vision.
kind of imagining like the same patterns and shifts that are still going, are like still happening.
Mm-hmm.
So it almost looks like clouds going over like a pit.
Yeah.
Almost,
It's
so
just-
the same
You're
pattern.
getting
It's
almost
black
like
and white.
Rorschach test
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah.
Like
but
utilizing the render clouds in Photoshop.
Yeah. But you look back as you blink and you all see the color just drain from Nutmeg's eyes. You look over and in the little marble that Trinket is holding, suddenly just has the same beautiful shifting hues of color that Nutmeg once had. He smiles,
Nice.
and pockets it. And then she just pushes across the table the unicorn horn, the monocle, thimble, and then you hear footsteps. And on a little string wrapped that like leads up, you see what almost looks like a piece of cotton candy, like the size of a cotton candy cone, of shifting and moving cloud with little lightning bursts inside of it, wrapped in a little miniature net. So like it's a little storm cloud, like personal balloon. And she
So it's
storm cloud.
Okay, so it's like is the same sort of shape and form of the balloon, just shrunk way down.
Yeah,
as in as you're saying, the cotton candy size of like that thing. Okay,
yep.
That is cool.
It's perfect.
Hands the little string across the table. Don't let go of it. It'll float away.
I'll take care of it, and I'll tie it to something. I assume I have like a bag or
yeah.
a belt.
Floats next to you. Good doing business with you. The window closes.
Before that would have happened, I was kind of waiting for an opportunity to ask this. I want to ask, just like while kind of conversations are happening, who's the third?
Third? Oh, you mean our older sister, Charm. She's off, doing business.
Is business fairy or?
I think a thimble of this quality just shows up.
She's doing business with Bavlorna. That's all. Closes the door.
I was just imagining before with Bavlorna, I was thinking it's just like they're shaking someone down for their eye color. Just like it's like you're not up to date on your payments. You owe us 45 eye color this month. Would hate to have to break your kneecaps.
That's just a reboot
Or just take the kneecaps.
Alright, well, they got ripped off. Look at this thimble. It fits.
You're somehow turning that into a thimble bong. I don't know what that means, but it's going to happen.
I'll put it along in my pouch of things that I've taken from people.
Tiny bong.
Somehow.
I was actually thinking you could like cut a hole in the bottom and make like a pipe out of it.
Yeah, the mechanics of it are a little questionable, but
yeah, it'll be there. But yeah. So Bauble and Trinket disappear back into the shop.
Gonna take a alchemist. Alchemist, is that the right one? An artificer level, just to
this is
just to create bong.
This is what the Trinket and Bauble look
They
like.
have a trustworthy.
oh, that's a little bit more ominous looking than I. All right.
Indeed.
Is that just a velociraptor wearing a mask?
Yeah. Okay, so with the
it timed out on me. Shit. I think Roll20 I reloaded Roll20.
oh God, I forgot that these guys. Holy shit! The art for the bullywugs.
Oh my god.
I wish to see it, but Roll20 is fucking me right now.
Hot.
Waiting just adds to the drama.
Bullywug.
Oh, wow, Roll20 is really slow right now.
It's like something from Frog and Toad, or Mr. Toad, Adventures of Mr. Toad.
Oh wow, it just popped up. That is really cool.
Like how his helmet has a pompadour.
The style, though, like everything about the style works. Like a fit, it's.
It's very Renaissance.
Very whimsical. It's also very fey.
Yeah, it's the whimsy. I think it's the whimsy thing to it with like the.
Speaking of which, though, as you make your way back across this little causeway, leaving the storm cloud balloon behind you, you make your way back into the courtyard area outside of the castle, or outside of the palace, the jail over there. Where are you guys off to next? Now in possession of some unique stuff. A beautiful thimble, a piece of storm balloon, a strange monocle, and a unicorn horn.
Also, sorry, I'm going to ask this because I've been very distracted tonight, and I apologize for that. The monocle, did we discuss what its significance was? It was just a regular monocle?
I believe it's a moonlit monocle, which will help you see in the dark.
It did say, the
Maybe.
description did say
Oh,
moonlit
it did say
monocle,
that.
no more fumbling in the dark.
Okay, okay, I missed that earlier. I'm sorry, I'm still dealing with hotel stuff, so I'm trying to multitask and it's hard. I'll focus now for the rest of the session.
Hard.
How hard is it, bro?
It's so hard, just fucking rock hard.
The raw
Bro.
hard.
That's hard.
Yeah, it's so hard. But now we're looking. I should know this because we mentioned how much time do we have this afternoon before either the showdown?
It's barely midday. And
so we got pretty much all day.
Festivities is when the trial, the evening will begin, like before, like, you know, dinner and whatever begins with a show, and that is
this
the
is
trial.
totally this is that fucking Las Vegas, Renaissance jousting. Is it medieval times?
Medieval times. That's not even Vegas. That's just Southern California, baby.
I thought that was in Vegas. Anyways, it just sounds Vegas.
Oh, there is one in
there's a
Vegas.
few-
Camelot
yeah,
Camelot Casino is in Vegas. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I would vote that we go try to talk to the prisoner. And
I think we want to talk to the prisoner when the lean in and whisper revolution is happening.
Well, they
I just
also
want to know what happened.
the prisoner may or may not be alive later.
Well, we will try to.
Yeah, well, and
meet
also
with the revolutionary, and
that's important too. Yes, we should do that. However, I will speak directly to your mind now with the telepathy. Just for flavor, every time I do this, it looks like I'm like constipated. Like I'm trying very hard to talk to your mind. And you hear still the same voice, but I can talk to him like this, and no one can hear. So maybe we just go walk nearby, and I ask him questions and tell him to respond in kind by knocking on the wall or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Just need a few minutes.
but if we are going back to possibly freeze them later, would it not make sense to just do it all then?
That's fine too. But I'm just saying we got to talk to him before, you know. And I do that. I
Nearby
Okay, Voda first. So you're asking a nearby bullywug something?
if they know where Illig is.
Yeah, let's fucking do it.
All right, so there's a group of them, 2 or 3 or 4 of them, and they just look back to you. Roll me 4d8, please.
No.
Do it.
Psychic damage by asking questions.
Should all be ones.
Okay.
Okay.
One, basically 3 of them just like shrug and they're just like, I don't know where Illig is, and they walk away. The last one stays around and looks to you. Says, I was just about to burp really loudly, but I held it in.
It would have been fitting.
That one stays around, kind of looks in both directions, and says, Illig awaits across the lake to the southwest. Look to the hut that is to the north of the Toad Shack and the south of Bavlorda's Cauldron.
Toad Shack. Is this? Oh, never mind.
You don't know where the Toad Shack is.
Okay. I'm just thinking. Have we seen this at all from like our?
No, you
journey
have.
in?
You have not. No.
Okay. Oh, everything's really foggy right now. That's right. Mix it in.
Glance around in Bavlorda's Cauldron. It's a place or an item?
It's an item that she leaves out. Just go to the docks. Go to the docks at the edge of the palace. There should be a boat there that can transport you across the lake to the south. Avoid the big tree. He's nasty. Make your way along the pathway. You'll find Illig's hut after you cross the next bridge.
Just give a nod before looking around and regrouping, not trying to bring too much attention. So, guys, we're being for the cauldron, no?
Sorry, was it?
The cauldron that we sent Vamper after. Fuck.
The cauldron was the thing. That was the artifact that split time, but that, yeah. Wait.
He mentioned, I mean, there's Igglewilv's cauldron been mentioned. Yes.
Okay, that's what I was getting it screwed up with.
Okay, that's something separate.
I just relay. Do we have time to do both?
Hey,
well, how far is it?
The frog.
Kind of shrug and
The
point.
bullywug croaks back.
Not far at all. It's across. Just take the ferry. It's like 10 minutes away.
Let's go there first.
Okay.
So many directions.
He indicates that he had pointed to basically the end of this, like, dock at the edge of the palace grounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What's the plan?
The plan is we kill the Batman.
All right. Would you like to follow this bullywug's lead or do further investigation around here?
Let's follow this bullywug's lead.
Lead, of course.
No lead.
We lead.
Super bullied.
Super bullied. Bang.
Drops 1 HP. Okay. Just to be clear, we go find. We go follow directions. Find out what is going over there. Then we come back. We talk to prisoner, and then well, then we improvise. I don't know. Can't think far ahead.
Viva la revolution.
Yeah, something like that.
As you quietly say those blasphemous words, you make your way south, past the sinking palace, and past some other guards and another crocodile down there, and to the edge of the dock, where you are quickly given a ferry ride across the big kind of like causeway here in the lake, finding yourselves on the southern side of Downfall. To the west, you see a large tree that is, interestingly, devoid of its bark.
Yeah, let's look at hands. He said avoid that, right?
Yeah, he did. Several holes dot the trunk of this gnarled old tree that grows on the shore of the lake. The tree has lost all its bark, and a few withered leaves cling to the ends of its twisted, knotted branches. One end of the clothesline is tied to a high branch on the northern side of the tree. Several old garments hang from the clothesline. The other end disappears into the fog, hovering over the lake. You also see to the south of you what looks to be a toadstool patch of some sort. And unfortunately, as you start walking toward it, all of you feel something strange. Your hearts suddenly start to feel cold, filling you with a sense of loneliness and borderlining on despair. A haunting, melancholy tune played on a flute, reaching out to you from somewhere within this field of oversized toadstools.
No, we've been afflicted with millennialism.
Yeah. No, friends, I think we've entered Ohio.
But
That news, you've always been in Ohio.
As you approach, you can see that sitting beneath one of these large, spotted white toadstools is a slender elf with pale blue skin and black hair, playing a somber tune on what looks to be a double flute. And he looks up at you. He looks up at you as you approach with melancholy eyes, and just kind of gives a little bit of a nonchalant, just uninterested wave, and then continues playing this sad, like melancholy tune.
he's just sitting there playing.
Mhm.
This is ringing any bells with what was been told to find? Just the directions point us in this direction, right? There's nothing indicative about mushrooms or this particular person.
As you, nothing that you can remember. As the tune kind of just plays out over the stinky swamp, Clapper Claw kind of charms in and goes, "Oh, hey, this guy knows how to put on a party, doesn't he? Whew. Dancing music. Good shit. Makes me want to just, hang myself from that tree over there. Am I right?"
Oh, good joke.
Fucking with millennialism.
Approaching death. Haha. Funny. Gallows humor. Sorry, it's just my thing.
I want to try to do my best to fight the sense of ennui and dread, and saunter up in my most important, self-important walk with my magnificent frill and ruff. Excuse me, sir. Your plane is quite good. Where did you learn to do this?
Kind of like slow. He looks up slowly from his flute, and his face is just filled with sadness. And he says, "Oh, just this thing? I don't know. It's all I really kind of do anymore. I don't really care about it though. I don't know."
I'll look over my shoulder back to the group. All right, it's an emo band. Come on.
As you walk past,
more than one.
Oh, sorry.
As you're walking past, as the group is moving past him, Rosin, you notice that he is, like any good emo band member, he has a really, really deep cut V-neck.
Hell yeah.
And you notice specifically, there is a deep, almost looks like freshly healed wound, like just deep cut over where his heart would be.
Oh, he's committed to the emo band part. Holy shit.
Is this just male Varula?
I'm just gonna ask him, are you okay?
I guess. I don't know. I don't really feel anything anymore. So I guess I'm okay.
Did you have your
I'm gonna poke him.
Ow.
I'm just hearing like MCR in the background right now.
Kiwi, what were you gonna say?
Did someone take your heart?
How could you tell?
I see the surgical incision they made on your chest.
Yeah. That's kind of
What'd
the
you
way
get?
it is, huh?
What'd you get for it?
You know what?
You looking to sell?
I got ripped off. Came
Yeah.
here looking for Bavlorna, thinking she could fix what I had wrong with me. Forget all of my lost loves that I had from years and years past. Bit of a playboy, bard. But
Yeah.
made a deal with her. I refused to pay up, however. She wanted my heart. But she took what she wanted. Gets what she wants. She took it by force. Ripped it straight out of my chest. But to make sure that I wouldn't die, she replaced it. I got a goat's heart in here now.
The artist Goat's Heart.
Fucking hate you. I fucking love it.
How'd you know my stage name?
Holy fuck. We saw pamphlets of yours up at the Saki Court.
Yeah, I play there every so often.
God, there's gotta be an Amadeus joke.
I always just ruin the vibes though. Hey, I can't get my hopes up or anything just because I literally can't. I'm unable to. If you find yourself in Bavlorna's cottage, can you keep an eye out for my heart? Find it, bring it back to me. I'll give you my I'll give you these pipes.
If I went to a heart.
What pipes?
These ones, he plays the tune on them, and you all immediately feel just so shitty.
These don't.
It's Marshmallow Man.
Fuck! I feel like I'm in a Weezer concert. Fuck.
And more like Geezer.
Ah,
shut up.
That's all I
That's
can
right,
ask,
dude.
though. You know, I don't know. I can't really. I don't know if there's much else. Just happen to see my heart. Bring it back to me.
You just want to stay here? You don't have the motivation to try to do it yourself?
Aren't you gonna go on tour at some point or something? Like, you know.
I don't know. I don't really have any motivation to. Not really feeling it, you know?
I feel like if you went out with this kind of whole vibe you got going on, you'd find an audience.
Think so, man?
Yeah, I mean, it's a harsh vibe, but some people are into that.
Yeah, I kind of heard chicks dig this, but I don't know.
Show me your scars!
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Chicks dig them. I'm just gonna chill here. I like these mushrooms. They kind of like, they're my vibe as well. If I had a vibe anymore, but enjoy your time here in Downfall. You joined the Soggy Court. Congrats.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
He goes back and starts playing his pipes again, and you all get the fucking bad vibe juju again.
I immediately pull out some of my hash and kind of try to fix that.
As you make your way, I'm assuming he has no indication of either coming with you or going any further in conversation.
So just keep a note. Very, very side questy, but noted.
Yeah.
If we find an organ in the witch's hut.
Yeah, you pass what seems to be a darkened and empty house down here, but ahead you see the bridge that your Bullywug ally indicated that crosses the causeway, and then you see another hut there. In the distance, you do see up on a little elevated kind of peninsula that overlooks the central lake, you see what looks to be a cauldron that is bubbling over a little pit of coals.
They look like the animated coal, the coal things we found, or is it just like actual coal?
From this distance, hard to tell. It looks like it's just kind of like on top of a little fire being heated.
Very good.
Okay. Which way should you go? Or would you go? Which way would you go?
Whoever had the directions from, I don't remember.
I believe you said south
Neither does
of the
Ralston.
cauldron.
It'd say
Which-
south of the cauldron and north of the toad hut.
So this looks like a hut.
Yeah,
so
but they're all toad huts.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Okay, but I would say this looks to be a official looking kind of hut, so maybe somewhere over here
I feel
between
like
the two.
Toad Hut would make some really shitty pizza.
Toad hut. Toad hut.
I mean, are you?
Oh
able
wait,
to
there's
see
a hut. There's a
huts?
hut here too. I was just looking based on the black.
There is a hut here too. Yes.
Yeah, because it's like what you can see. So I'm assuming, based on what we're seeing, is there's a hut here and there's a hut here.
Here, let
Right?
me.
So-
Yeah. You know what?
Oh.
Darkness, we can just see
Oh.
nothing.
Wow, those are tall fucking huts.
Yo, they're elongated. I love them.
Yeah. So as you walk across the little bridge here, you see the cauldron perched on top of the hill. You see a hut here, and then you passed a hut right after the toadstools that was looked to be abandoned, kind of in disrepair.
Okay, and this that tree that looked kind of ominous that we were told to avoid.
We'll head to the top hut.
Yeah, because it has to be north of one of the huts, so we can start with the middle hut and then go north from there.
Good. You
also to be clear, though. Sorry, go ahead. Never mind.
All right. I mean, as you approach the hut, Rosin, you can hear hushed conversation from inside. There is multiple croaking sounds coming from within.
As in they're dying? Or
Are they just having a conversation?
Yeah, they're having a
Or they're
conversation
having
you cannot
an
understand as
animated-
none of you speak Bullywug.
Shit.
That is a fact.
Is that a dialect of Sylvan?
Facts.
Would
It just sounds like the Les Mis soundtrack in the background. That's what I'm imagining.
Rosin make known that she's listening in?
I'm not so much listening as like I hear it. But I would definitely be like, shh.
Conversations.
There's does the conversation sound from the bullywugs that we've heard?
Mhm.
Does the conversation, because I understand that it's not necessarily going to sound like elevated or excitable or whatever, like compared to normal speak, but from what we've heard of other bullywugs, does it sound like general like happy chit chat, or does it sound like argumentative, or you know what I mean? Like,
It sounds
what's
like
the general demeanor?
All revolutionaries around the table.
Sounds like revolutionary conversation.
Hell yes.
So okay, so like I can imagine them in like captain's cabin around a
Oh.
table, like looking at a map, like knife in the middle, like
Yeah.
there we're going. Okay.
They're
I'm
all
gonna-
they're
And so Voda, you're now, or is this Velka doing the? No, Voda, you're comprehending language.
Yeah.
Okay, so you hear them talking in low voices as Rosin indicates that there's somebody in there, and you hear them speaking, and they're saying,
We'll do it tonight. At the trial. Yeah, at the trial. Nobody suspects a thing. That's when Gullop will be distracted. Yeah. He'll just be watching the gore and the blood of the fighting in the center of the ring, and nobody will be able to... And then we'll sneak up to him.
and then you hear a voice say out loudly,
And that's when I'll get him! That's when I'll get him, and then I will be King Illig! After that.
In the right place.
I enter the front door and in Sylvan, Viva la Revolution!
you walk into a barred door and bonk your head on it. It's 100% locked.
Oh no! Okay.
There's as you try to open the door, there's like a hush, like Voda, you understand? Like,
There's somebody outside.
They
Who's it?
turned into pigs.
Who's outside? What's going on?
and then there's like hushed noise. Do you knock, or what are you doing?
I knock.
There's like a little slide as a little like peephole that's lower than you would expect, and probably is actually probably eye height for Velka, being also a small creature. And you see two beady frog eyes from within, and then they say in common now for everybody to understand.
Push the note under the door.
Yeah, that they want the note to be pushed under the door.
Say, how do you know there's a note? Oh, I'm kidding.
We were sent by the king.
Okay.
I pushed the note.
There's a scrabbling sound.
They're legit. Open it up.
You hear as a large bar or large object seems to be moved from behind, and the door is cracked open.
Come in. Viva la Revolution.
Viva la Revolution!
Revolutions!
As you enter, you see standing just inside the door is a jittery bullywug with a spear, and behind this guard is a wooden crate with hunting gear piled atop it. Huddled in the back of the hut are 4 more bullywugs. Tension hangs heavy in the air as one of the huddled bullywugs signals for you to enter quickly and join their conversation.
Step inside.
You received the note, I see, from one of our agents in the court.
Indeed.
I am Illig, Baron of Muckstump.
Says one of the one who one steps forward.
These are my compatriots. He gestures to the other 4 bullywugs. They are the loyalists that are here to assist me. That one, He's the muscle. His name is Glorg. That one over there, he's the tech. His name is Gullybeck.
The edge runner.
That guy points to another one who has a crossbow. He's the marksman. His name's Voop.
Nice
One
inflection.
I fucking love this.
Like the sound effect?
I want to do an
or-
entire
or-
campaign as nothing but these.
No, not like the sound effect. Like his name is Voop. Voop. He prefers to have the the emphasis on the syllable. And
That's the pronunciation of it.
Syllable.
And we got our infiltrator over here. Points to the fourth one. His name is Grundlecants.
That's not a real name, and you know it.
Absolutely is.
What about the Grendel cans?
There you go. It's Glorig, Grundlekrantz, and Gullybeck, and Voop!
So
What are these guys?
Welcome to the revolution.
I fucking love everything about this.
It goes down tonight. The plan's simple. Tell you right now. When King Gullup the 19th and his fat ass sits on his throne overseeing the trial by combat of Splop. Sorry, he is large. When he is overseeing and watching the combat between Morgort and Splop in the arena, that's when we strike. Straightforward, simple.
He does a crude drawing on the mud floor of the arena with the throne area where Gullup is going to be sitting and the combatants in the center.
I'll approach Gullup. He'll be unsuspecting while he sits in his throne, and I'll pretend to trip. And as I trip, I stab him in the eye with my dagger.
Wow, you really thought this one through.
Nothing too, not too many points there of failure. I like it.
So what does our...
Really, just 1 point of failure, to be fair.
There's all the assumptions that we were going to help.
Well, you came here, didn't you? You wouldn't have shown up if you weren't gonna help.
We took a big risk. We could have just told the king.
You wouldn't!
Just saying.
You've met the king. You know that he is incompetent.
I think you need to be more cautious if you're going to be ruler.
I think we need to know what kind of policies you'll be enforcing.
Not the time.
You must be new here in the Soggy Court. We don't do policies.
But what are you campaigning on? Never mind. What is your platform?
My platform is down with Gullig.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Or down with Gullup. So are you in?
After he's gone, you have no more platform. Why is he going to follow you? Just continuing the cycle.
To be fair, it seems like platformless politics is pretty popular these days.
It's just the way it is. I'm dedicated to it.
Well, he's got fire. I like that.
I gotta drive.
No one's going to stop me except the next guy.
I trust you. You're outsiders, but you've made your way into the court. I can tell that you're already on the good side of King Gullup, so you got an in. You can distract him and make my assassination easier. I'm counting on you.
What if we distracted him by breaking up the fight to the death tonight and possibly starting a bit of a jailbreak?
Even better. I love it. You guys got good plans.
Also, he kind of handed us a nuclear bomb when he pulled out the book of bad blood that's floating behind me. He kind of told us to give this to, what's her name, Pavlona?
Oh, you got
Valorna?
something for her? I got something for her as well. Once I kill
yeah?
Gullup, I got this crate.
He points to the crate that was on the side. You can see that it's inscribed in. It has Bavlorna's name scrawled on it in Sylvan, which some of you can read. He says, "There's a bunch of dead animals in there, and little known fact: Bavlorna is an amateur taxidermist."
I swear, this world just gets weirder and fucking weirder. And I'm a kobold.
We're gonna give it to her as a peace offering and a show and a bit of, like a gift after I claim the throne.
I mean, what if we give both of these to her at the same time?
Even
Like,
fucking better. I like your idea. You're quick on your
Here's
feet.
some bullshit from Mr. Golip. And then he probably took this from you. I don't know for sure. Here's a present from,
King
what's her name
Illig.
again,
He'll be
son?
King Illig at that time.
Yeah, here's some from Illig, the soon-to-be now king, depending. And she'll be like, whoa, that's neat.
I'm about it. This is great.
He looks to everybody in the room.
All right, huddle up.
Hands in. He puts his froggy hand in.
Prestidigitate his hand.
That felt weird, but
Hands in. Glory, Grundle, Cants, Gullabek, and Voop put their hands in as well.
come on, join in. You're part of this now.
I will wait till everybody else puts their hand in.
I will make sure my hand is on top.
You
of
see,
Elvis.
no. You see the unnoticed one in the room. Clapper Claw kind of walks up and goes, guess I put my hand in. I'm down for death and destruction. Let's do this. And he just puts his little lobster claw plunk on top of their hand.
I look at Illig. Can you see him?
That strange sack of straw that just kind of mumbled something. Sure, I don't know. It doesn't matter to me though.
Do you not understand him?
What?
He's a hard man to understand, that Clapper Claw. I wouldn't be too surprised. It's pretty complex.
What did you say? I don't remember what you're talking about. Clapper Claw shrugs at you guys and just has his hand in the middle.
I don't know what they're doing. But I like teamwork.
Interesting.
Teamwork.
Okay. Guess.
How do you spell Illig, by the way?
Huh?
How do you spell the guy's?
Illig.
That's wow. All right, phonetic. I like it. Let's go.
Illig. I guess.
Come on, we gotta do the team cheer. Come on. Hands in.
My hat.
Hands in.
Yeah, everybody's hands are in, and then I put my hand on top.
All right.
And then Voda puts her hand on top.
I put my hand on top again.
Revolution on 3. 1, 2, 3. Revolution!
And that's where we're gonna end the session for tonight.
The second they're out of earshot, I just go, they are so screwed.
I mean, and on the alternative part of that, Zug is like methed out and spinning in circles because he's so excited right now.
Just foaming at the mouth. Like,
he lives for this shit.
This is legitimately just
Warlord, baby, let's go.
This is just a Futurama episode.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Yeah, there's a lot of Futurama vibes from all of this. But yeah, all right, cool, good stuff. You've now as I titled the episode "Kings and Coups," that is what we've encountered tonight.
Well, it's fitting.
Yeah. You've ingratiated yourself with the big King Gullip. You've now become official members of the Soggy Court. You have your mission to return the book, and you are now in possession of one of the items that you were told to go and retrieve. Good stuff. If you do remember, I think some of you did.
I have a note for that.
The last thing that...
Sneak there... yeah.
Yeah. The last thing that was mentioned to you was to find the alicorn and free the dormant queen at last.
Unicorn is not an alicorn.
Isn't it?
You are correct.
Alicorn, isn't alicorn what a unicorn's horn is called?
Alicorn is just a unicorn with wings, isn't it? No, it's Pegasus.
No, Pegasus doesn't have a horn.
Okay,
Alicorn
then it
is
is
a
Alicorn.
Pegasus with a horn.
So a unicorn with wings.
It's not a unicorn. That's two different things.
Alicorn is the horn of a unicorn.
That's what I'm saying is horse plus horn is unicorn. Horse plus wings is Pegasus. Either Pegasus plus horn or unicorn plus wings equals alicorn.
No,
No,
so
we are.
alicorn
No, Destroy is correct.
Alicorn is the horn of a unicorn.
Yep.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
That's what
by
it means?
definition. You look it up. It says the horn of a
Okay.
unicorn is alicorn is a horn of a unicorn.
I had no idea. I should have known that.
I knew
Then I knew that.
specifically because I learned it from one of the homebrew spells I got from that 1,000 spells book that
Yeah.
I had on.
In hindsight, we probably should have asked about. Some of us should have asked about what an alicorn is, but we just sort of be like, "Yeah, alicorn sounds like a
Well,
unicorn."
didn't we hear it from a horse?
No. No. You heard it from. You heard it from Mr. Light as the last person stepped through the looking glass. So.
Oh.
Kind of was just like, what?
I
And
thought
then
it
just
was
like,
an
zoop.
actual alicorn, not.
I would like to note that this definition is from the Natural History of Unicorns.
Natural. How many quotation marks are on that word?
Technically, an alicorn
History.
is the horn of a narwhal, so.
It's a horn. It's, yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at the
We
Merriam-Webster
found a horn, guys.
dictionary.
Okay,
We
let's
found
see.
a horn.
Alicorn. Let's see. what we
Also, an alicorn is a Pegasus with a horn or a unicorn with wings.
Guys,
So-
an alicorn is a made-up thing.
So is D&D.
I know, but that's why are we
had
arguing
some
about
fucking-
the meaning of the alicorn?
Because
It's whatever you want it to be.
What is this battle?
because
There's
that
an
changes completely
alicorn.
what I was looking for.
There's an alicorn in the
found
BattleTech
it.
wiki
DM told
that
you we
says
found it.
developed by New Earth Trading Company in 2587. The alicorn attracted a reputation.
My goodness.
In the
Okay, we're
SLDF
reading
and
too
the-
much into this. All I'll say is good job. You
DM
found.
told you we found
DM says good job. You successfully
You did it.
critically fucking critically skill checked a acquisition of an item that you were looking for. So good shit.
I let Neon. We didn't find that.
Yeah, you're fine.
Something else entirely.
There you go. That's what you get.
Also,
Not
I
letting this
mentioned it.
go.
I don't know how many people are familiar with Jack 2, but I mentioned Gullop reminds me of Crew in the way he talks, the way that Scuzz portrays him talking. If you're not familiar with Crew, this is Crew, so I think it's apt.
Oh yeah. No, I'm doing big fat guy voice. I'm doing like hedonist bot equals like fucking
Oh
has
my
a bunch of
God.
spit in his mouth voice.
Yeah.
If Hedonist Bot was a black market dealer, and that's the voice of Crew.
Yep.
God damn.
Okay. No, solid stuff tonight. There's a lot of fun stuff that you stumbled upon. I wanted to give a little bit of extra for that natty 20 on that persuasion check though, because that was too good. So that's why Nutmeg now has a piece of that balloon, which I don't know. Well, we'll play with that later, but that was
I got a sick fucking thimble.
yeah, of course. There you go. You have that thimble as well. Yeah, we'll pick up on it next time. And shit, good stuff tonight. Lots of what we just had some stupid bangers of stupid pun jokes tonight that I cannot even.
So good.
Oh my lord! All right.
To be fair, this stuff really just leans right into it.
Yeah, it just like it is the softest fucking alley oop serve. Just it's just a setup, so good. Yeah, we'll pick up on this. I guess maybe next week. We'll see. I don't remember when the next one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's what I mean. As I said, I will be. I'm out for the next like 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
Yep.
But I'm gonna try to jump in.
I'm down for doing whatever it is, then whatever the weeks that follow. Well, Boogie, we'll try to figure out something for you if you end up going back to going back into SKU or whatever it might be.
Yeah, I need to check out the schedule on that because I don't remember if it's like a half week next week or when we start. I gotta get that figured
We'll
out.
figure something out
Well,
for you.
yeah,
we will discuss. The other thing too is that you also created a character that is 100% okay to just like come in and just be like, "Where was I?"
Yeah, I'd be like, "All right, I'm fucking
by the
off. I'm gonna hang out with the Soggy Court. They're cool."
During the pregame when like there's the not the loading screen, like the intro screen thing, and you have all the character stats floating across. You rolled like a monster on that guy.
Yeah, dude, holy shit, I have never rolled better on a character. I never will roll better on a character.
He is the
He rolled so well that he fully handicapped himself. He should have a much better int stat, but did fully sent that shit down to a 7 just because like he was like, bruh.
Yeah, I don't want to play a god that's boring as shit, but I think the lowest thing I rolled was a 14.
Takes hit of
that's just so crazy.
Pipe becomes goddess mode of weird.
It was like the lowest stat I rolled was a 14, and then I rolled like an 8, and a 6 for my health on a D8. It's fucking stupid.
You just got that crazy craze.
It's the Feywild Kush that just
dude.
makes you fucking go. Okay, I'm gonna close out the stream and then I'll be back to chat.
Wait.
All right, thank you for hanging out. This has been good.
Huggies.
Wonderful night. Take care. See you the next time we stream. Bye.